Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm back. And hello, everybody. Good evening or good morning, wherever you are. And come to the Magnificent Abundance Manifestor. So today we are going to talk about the magic of quantum physics and the truth on healing. Why did I choose that theme? It's because I noticed that sometimes some of you believe that healing is something that can allow them to bypass their emotions. And it's like they're looking for a shortcut not to do the work. So I'm sorry to tell you that you will have to you have to face whatever truth is hiding for you to be able to move forward. And this is why I refer to quantum physics. So I'm not going to lecture you about that because I don't have the background. But from my take is the following. Quantum physics basically tells us that by looking at that energy, you give it awareness, right? By looking at it, by becoming, putting your focus on an energy, you become aware of that energy. And because you become aware of that energy, you give it consciousness. And this is because you give it consciousness that then you can command that energy to do whatever you ask for, meaning to leave your body or to come into your field. And that's why, by doing so, you then can heal yourself. Because you are mastering the flow of energies. So it might sound maybe difficult or too easy, but in a nutshell, that's what you need to remember. And why is it magical? Because once you become aware of anything, you can either decide to let it go or to call it into your field. Right? And that's what healing is. When you heal yourself or when you're healed, what happens is whatever is stuck in your field, in your energy, is being brought up to the surface, to your awareness. And have you ever heard or even realized yourself that as soon as you become aware of something, it's already the job is already half done. You already half healed. Because as soon as you become aware of your state, of your situation, then you can make the decision to let it go. Whatever heaviness is in your field. And yes, sometimes you need to do some more heavy work around that because you need to go deep, and this is why an energy healer is required, because they have the skills to look within what you can't even become aware of. So because you don't have the awareness and therefore your state of consciousness is not as heightened as you would like it to be, that's why you need the help of a third party. Because then it's going to remove whatever is blocking your abilities to look at things in a different way, to see differently, because it's obstructed, it's cluttered by all of this, what you call limiting belief, heaviness, trauma, and everything that makes you feel constrained and limited. So once this is removed, your awareness therefore will rise, heighten, and as a result, your consciousness as well. Okay? I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to understand. It might not be as easy if you're not at all familiar with all of these terms I talked about, which is okay. You can look at different other videos. This is for those who are interested in all of the magical interaction of what's happening when you get and receive healing, and how you can then also master your energy, because as soon as you become aware, you can then, it gets a consciousness, and then you can decide to do whatever you want with that energy, which is to release it, and if it's something that you want and is positive, to call it in. That's where the magic is, and that healing at its core is. Get it? If you have questions, don't hesitate. But this is, in essence, what you need to really understand. And that is why you can't bypass the inner work. You can boost your growth. You can power boost your growth. But that doesn't mean you can bypass the work. The work still needs to be done. And if you refuse it and you try to get around it and find shortcuts so that you don't have to do the work, well, guess what? You're not going to have sustainable results. It's going to collapse. And I'm not saying that to make you be fearful, but to make you aware that this is very important in your growth. And in a different live, I will talk about how truth can be ugly, because that's the question, even though I already gave you the answer. So can truth be ugly? Well, yes, it is. And in different live, I'm going to tell you why. But the point is, as long as you are not afraid of doing the work, you're going to make progress. So a very basic example, right? So a very basic example is a lot of people don't like certain emotions. They don't like to feel sad. They don't like to feel angry. They don't like, and they just, well, repress it instead of looking into embracing it. And then in order to release it, there is a process to follow. That's what I do with my clients. I help them. I just give them more self-empowerment so that they know how to deal with whatever comes their way, even when they're not by my side, or even when they're not on the phone with me, on the video call with me. They when they leave the session, they not only healed and energy is lighter, but they know what to do when something unusual, unexpected, of concern happens in their life, because they're more equipped and they're already healed on a deeper level. So they have, let's say, a certain ease now with when it comes to life events, if that makes sense. So again, you can't bypass the inner work. You need to do the work. And when you work with me, I'm going to heal you on a very deep level. But remember, this is still your job to face whatever you need to face and do the work. And embrace your emotions and your feelings and release them, so that then you become master at commanding your energy. That's what I talked about before. I'm talking about it again. You are going to learn how to master and command your energy. Once you do that, you can then become a creator, a manifester, meaning you can call in whatever you desire and let go of whatever is cluttering your space, which is what the healing is about. So 3 keywords for you: awareness, consciousness, and commanding your energy. Let's call it one word. Okay? So that was it for today. If you want to become a master at designing your life, this is the path that you can't avoid, which is, in very basic terms, working through your shit and deal with it. And there is a way to do it. Don't try to skip that, because then you're going to slow down your progress. So if you want to speed up your progress, be dedicated to your growth and do the work, and don't be afraid of becoming aware of the truth. Get excited, look forward to becoming aware so that you can give it that consciousness that I talked about and decide what to do with your energy. Okay? So that was it for today. It was of a different substance today, a little bit less tangible as usual. But for those who like that stuff, I hope you enjoyed it. And on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. And actually, before I love you and leave you, I am working on something for those who have businesses. So it's coming up. I'm working on it. I might do a different live as well to talk about this one. In essence, if for those who have a business with employees even and want to work less, earn more, be happier, and expand at quantum pace. So it's going to heal the blockages of your institutions, of your company, and yours. So it's going to be something designed, specifically designed for business owners, and it's really exciting. I'm so excited to work on that. I am inspired to do that. I've been working on my whiteboard to structure it for you. Obviously everything is still intuition led, but there is the gist of it that I am pulling together, and it's going to be very, 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 very good. Okay, so I will speak to you in my next live, and have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye bye.